I beat the brakes off that nigga. Broke his arm. You know what I'm saying? As a baby, a kid. You know what I'm saying? We beat up a nigga one time. You want the biggest cap story? We beat a nigga one time. Yo! No, I swear to God, this one is too unbelievable. This one's, we're 10 years old.
Shorty wanna blow me, then bro me. She told me that I gotta keep it low key. Somebody got a cuff like the police. That's why she always acting like the homie. Shorty wanna blow me, then bro me. She told me that I gotta keep it low key. Somebody got a cuff like the police. So she come around acting like the homie. I just want to get right to it. Look. No introductions, no interruptions. When I roll into functions, just know that it's tucked in. Like I wore a tux in. Say hello to Justin. Justin for making something out of nothing. Mama told me I'm a star. Them haters said I wasn't. Now I'm looking at a mugging from a V-dozen shrugging. Feeling like McLovin. I'm becoming a conundrum. These dum-dums forgot where I come from. There's nothing that we run from. BK, niggas know the status. Got like 2 spots in the top 3 rappers. This hot fuck, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
What we doing, man?
What are you talking about?
What we doing? I know you woke up this morning, you was like, God damn it. I mean, this is off the record.
Yeah, but I woke up 2024 feeling like that. It's been a horrible year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is probably, I was just having a heated discussion with my people. Like, this might be the worst year.
As opposed to
ever. Hip-hop history type shit. This shit bad.
I agree.
All our legends, all our mentors get scrutinized. This is the worst time to be a celebrity in the history of mankind. I'm not sure you guys want to be celebrities. Like, I got friends who are filthy rich that want to be popping and want to be a celebrity. I don't think they want everybody in their shit like that.
Right.
This shit crazy out here. This is nuts. The fucking world done changed on me. It's fucking nuts out here.
Yeah.
And you can't make it up. I can't make it up. I'm at dinner last night. I'm not gonna go into deep. I don't really know. How about that?
Right.
One thing I don't know is that my sister never tells me her personal relationship business. But what I know is I left y'all last night. We went to Brooklyn Chop House. She treated 10 grown men to dinner. And I woke up in the morning and then my phone was going crazy. And they was like, yo, look what's going on. I'm like, what the fuck?
How do you manage that? Between your bro
Yeah,
and
I
your
mean,
sis?
I don't even know how to manage that. Well, yeah, this it's a hard situation because of him, she made me love him. You know what I'm saying? So I really love him. You know what I'm saying? That's my goddaughter's father. It's a whole bunch of, I'm like I try to tell you, I'm old school morals and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like with me, it's like, damn, like I'm the godfather. These people pass away, I raised the baby. I don't like none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like none of that shit. What I can't do is stop it or have it. Like they won't listen to me.
Right.
You have a history of mediating a lot of beefs between
lot
a
of
lot
stuff.
of people.
I might have mediated beef for a long time. Now that shit is gone.
I'm saying, like,
That shit off the rocker.
we know you for not getting in the middle, but being in the middle and being, all right, y'all stop.
You know, it's a different type of thing when you got a husband. First of all, from the first time she ever asked me for advice, I said, listen, it's different. You have this is your husband. Nobody come to my house tell my wife shit. You know what I'm saying? This is your husband. I can't get in the middle of that. That's y'all. You know what I'm saying?
And there's kids involved.
It's the best kid in the world. My goddaughter is the most beautiful kid in the world. She's so, I wish this didn't happen.
That's Remy twin right there, for real.
Yeah, she's just a beautiful kid, very smart.
Is there a way to shield the kid from?
I'm
maybe
sure
some
they
of this
are.
shit?
I don't think they're trying to damage the baby.
No, not that they would
Right.
try to, but you have children and you've been in the press. I'm sure you've maybe found a way to keep some of that stuff from the kids.
I don't know, man. I was beefing with 50 Cent and my son was going to school every day. Fighting niggas. Yo, your father's pussy. Yo. You know, that shit real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was going to school fighting niggas every day. Yo, you pussy, your father's pussy. All right, let's go. I was really proud of him too. One time they called me up, I go to school. You remember that shit, Yap? Yo, they had cameras a long time. In this high school in Miami, they had the cameras, right? It was like, okay, Mr. Cartagena, I went to school. So what happened? He said, well, your son, you know, there's some kids outside the class. So he goes outside and he fights like 12 niggas straight up, punched the biggest nigga in the face. They pounded him out, but, you know, he went, I was like, yeah, nigga, like, yeah, I taught you well, boy.
Make sure
you ain't
you
no
go out.
sucker.
Yeah.
Gotta go out. You know, it's a funny story because, you know, when I was in junior high, I used to get bullied. And I'm fighting 20 dudes every day. Like, really embarrassing. Like, niggas would be like, okay, we're gonna fuck up Joey. Like, it was like that, right? And so they used to jump me every day. And then one day, I'm already Fat Joe, the rapper, the Don, and my man, Tone Patron comes with a dude, and he was like, yo, my wife went to junior high with you. Immediately, I felt like, oh, shit.
Here we go.
There's nobody who ain't see me get my ass whooped out there, right? I was like, man. He was like, yeah. I was just like, yeah, your wife must have told you I was getting my ass whooped out there. He said, no, she said different. She said she never knew a guy who walked outside and fought 20 guys every day. She looks at you like you really fought these guys every day. Like, you know, most people, you know, kids, they kill themselves over shit like that. I was, you know.
But what was the issue? Was you just hating? Like, what was the
Man,
problem?
it was just,
He was
maybe
special.
it was special.
He was special.
It was
Right.
a case of doing too much.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I don't want to tell a story all the time, but I'm from a 90% black neighborhood.
Mhm.
The junior high was in the 99%. To this day, Spanish niggas got no juice over there. So I'm Joe Crack. I swear to God, I'm the guy you see here, I'm just young. I'm on that bullshit too. I'm coming in with the V-bomb. What's up, my nigga? What's good?
Right.
Everybody, what's shaking? What's shaking, nigga? Shut the fuck up. Nigga, fuck you talking about, nigga? That's what shit. So every day is on. You know what I'm saying? You rap to the wrong girl, they pounding you out. You didn't. At a point, it became a joke. It was like, yo, we just gonna beat this guy up, beat him up.
Yeah.
And one day, I became cool with this guy. His name was Kevin Mack. Tall kid, black kid. We used to play basketball and all that together. And so one day they came to jump me, and Kevin Mack said, why don't you fight him one-on-one? Right? And so they were like, fight him one-on-one? We'll fuck him up. We fuck him up every day. So he said, all right. So he said, yo, Joe, who you want to fight? I picked the toughest nigga. I said, him. So, but while I'm explaining this to you, notice they ain't jump me. They jump me all the time. So long story short, I fucked the dude up. Legendary. They had brick. I don't even want to tell you because they think I cap now. You know, I scrape his face on the bricks. the metal garbage can in the projects.
Right. Yeah.
Smashed that shit. I've been waiting my whole 2 years. This guy been fucking me up for 2 years.
Right.
But I never knew that allegedly they told me that Kevin Mack's big brother was the guys out there. So they didn't jump me in front of him because his brothers had the power. So he was like, why don't y'all fight him one-on-one? And they was like, all right, we'll fight him one-on-one. But truthfully, his brothers had the juice. So he eliminated all that bullying shit.
I mean, did they line up and fight you, or you just fought one guy?
No, I fought the
You
main
one
guy. Then I
Ah.
fucked him up again in high school. So my first, you want that? So the first day of high school. So over the summer, I become Joe Crack. So I'm robbing everybody, pounding everybody out. I'm like, it's equivalent to going viral for just smashing everything. Every block party, every jam is Joey's fault. The niggas on the microphone like, oh, Joey, why? Like, you know, I'm doing all that, right? And so My high school's Morris High School. I don't know what it is now, right? But at that time, it was the last stop before Rikers Island.
Right.
So any bad nigga, Jamaican, Dominican, Puerto Rican, black, they went there.
Right.
And they threw every scumbag there. Every Future, Boy George, the living legend of the Bronx. Whoever somebody bad was there.
Yeah.
The problem for them is I had got real strong over the summer and it's across the street from my projects. So you got to come from Bed-Stuy, from Crown Heights,
I hated
this, that,
I hated
to
you across the street,
Williamsburg, and I'm there. You have a fucking problem.
Bro.
So the first day of school, we all meet in front of my building. I would say 150, 200 niggas, right? It is what it is. They say I exaggerate, right? So we all go. It's daytime, and I turn that corner. When I turn that corner, everybody outside. They bigger than me, too. I'm freshman, first day of school. You start hearing, you see Spanish nigga with like 150 black dudes. You like, who the fuck is this nigga? Diddy bopping in front of all these, like this, we haven't seen this. This was viral, by the way. When I turned that corner, they never seen no shit like that. Like, yo, this nigga got 150 black niggas with him. Like, then you hear, who's that? Joey Crack. It's T.S. It's Joey Crack. I see the niggas that was jumping me first day of high school.
Look at God.
They in the corner.
There you go.
Look at God. Look at God.
And so, one thing I always told them, every time they jump me, I'd be like, I fight back. I'd be like, yo, I'm not pussy. I kept telling them. They could tell you they out there. I see them. I'd be like, yo, I'm not pussy. Every time, yo, I'm not pussy. I'm telling you, I'm not pussy. And I'm getting beat up. Right. So first day of school, I walk across right up to them. And they got a nigga from my block with them, 5% of guard. He was like, yo, what's up, guard? What's up, peace, guard? Yeah. He was like, yo, these are my mans. I said, yeah, I know them. And they said, no, we know him. Like, this is crazy. These guys were bad guys. So even though I had 150 niggas with me, they were like, oh, no, we know him. We beat his ass up all the time. And I said, but I told y'all, it's different around here. I told y'all niggas, it's different. So we get it popping, legendary. First, second. So if you from the crosstown, you tough, you whatever, first time you ever seen Fat Joe in your life, they washing niggas, like chasing niggas, pounding them out, this, that. So the main guy who I've been trying to get for 2 years, he runs up the block. And I'm Fat Joey, so I'm trying to catch him. I can't catch him. And then the dude dives on him. Starts pounding him out. I jump over the shit, start pounding him out. And then I don't even know this guy who grabbed him, right? So it's a Puerto Rican kid. And I jump over the side. And after we pound this nigga, we pound him. Because we pound you, we don't play fair. So like we pounding you out, you get some ketchup, you getting I'm not playing fair. I'm letting y'all know right now. If you a boxing nigga, you think you coming with it, you getting cracked over your head with a bottle. I'm not playing fair. So we pound this nigga out so bad. So when I jump over the side, the dude turns around and he goes, who are you? I said, yo, I'm Joey Crack, T.S. He said, I'm Raul from Melrose. Can I be Raul T.S.? I was like, yeah, come tomorrow. And that's how I met my brother Raul. Rest in peace.
But Joe, this is why they say you be captain. It sounds like a movie.
It is a movie.
Nigga say I got work for you.
Time.
It's a
Who are you?
No, it's a
Joey
fact.
Crack. It's
No,
like
I
intro to the movie right there.
Yeah, I'm Joey Crack.
That's the commercial right there, bro.
Now, you gotta understand. TS is a band of thieves. So you got Pistol Pete, super living legend in this area. You got Percy, who just passed away, super living legend in this area. You got Opie Megatron, super living legend in this area. You got Raul, super living legend in this area. These was the guys you never wanted to see form Voltron in your life as a street dude. Right. You look around, you sit there, and this shit got like 20 heads. Like this is, like you could never see that happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
But the world changed on you.
Oh, yeah.
I want to bring something back. Yeah, I'm
World
proud.
changed on everybody. Yo, it's too many cameras out here. You not getting away
Right.
with nothing.
You know who you remind me of? Like Carmelo Anthony in rap. When Melo was at his peak, he was a one-on-one player. And he was one of the best. And then the whole game evolved. And all of a sudden having a one-on-one skill set wasn't looked at as valuable.
Do the Euro step.
And
Yeah.
that reminds me of you. You that era, one-on-one skill set, no cameras, no this, no that, street respect, really good, solid music, respecting was all you needed. And now, today, the whole environment has changed, and you gotta go viral. And they know you more for the shit you do on camera than the shit you do on the mic. And they know you more for the mess you make than the records that you make. And you don't come from that. You came from when the music was digging in the crates. Everything was quality. Everything you guys touched was quality.
You know, I really tell a story all the time. I don't want to keep telling stories that I tell, but I really was with Biggie Smalls every day and never took a picture. Because at that time, you was a sucker. If you a street dude,
Right.
you know,
Right.
if I did pictures, there wouldn't be a fucking, what's them shits, tell them Blanco sent you something. If I took pictures in 88 and all that, niggas are vomit. Them niggas are retired. The old school gangsters, they be like, give it up already. Too many furs and cars for this nigga. Like, it was like that. You understand what I'm saying? But at the time, it was like, yo, don't take no pics. It was like, yo, no pics. That was the shit. Niggas, gangster niggas would be like, no pics. Like, I don't want to be in pics and this and that. And it's crazy now that the first thing we do is we bring out the phone and we like, yo, what's up?
You was on YouTube Live last night.
That's crazy.
That's a picture for everybody.
That's a crazy. That was the first time I went on YouTube Live. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to spread it. The art of storytelling is to put you in the place. The reason why you say, yo, he's a great storyteller is because you could visualize what's going on. So I got to sell it to you. I got to tell you the guy's 7 feet tall. I got to tell you his muscles is extra big. It was 30. It might have been 10. It's the art. It's the art of storytelling. So we got to give you that movie. You know what I'm saying? You in the movie like, oh, shit. Like, word, what happened next? Okay, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? And shout out my brother. My brother just passed away last week. And, you know, I learned everything from him. I wanted to be a rapper because he was a rapper. And he used to bring me these cassettes, these Zulu Nation tapes and all the parties he used to go to because I was actually too young. And right there, I'd be listening and I'm going, yo, June, what happened there? And he would stop and he'd be like, that's when Grandmaster Flash told people, get off the ropes. What you mean? What you mean? Too many people. There was so much on him that he couldn't DJ. So you hear the guy, get off the ropes. Get off the ropes. Or when they would stop the party, the guy would go overtime. Oh, what does that mean? Yo, they were kicking us out, but the guy wanted overtime. So my brother used to tell me these stories, and I used to hear these cassettes. And, you know, give him some credit, man. You know what I'm saying? For making me a great storyteller, man.
Is he on the album cover?
Yeah.
That's you and him on the album
That's dope.
cover?
Yup.
Rest in peace, too, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How did you feel when they say you was capping with the Biggie situation, the Biggie album?
Well, I know what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? I know what the truth is. So what I was trying to say is, yo, bro, there's so many things I could sit here and tell you I've done. There's so many levels of shit. My crib is so big, man, in multiple states. Cars, everything I ever dreamed of in multiple states. My family's good. My son Joey, autistic, he never spent the night without a person staring at him while he's sleeping, making sure he good. There's so much shit, so many anthems, so much things we bring to hip hop that I don't understand why would somebody say I'm capping about some shit like that. Like, I don't have to, right? And as far as I'm concerned, when you talk about Biggie, who's my brother, you know, I don't gotta ride his coattail for nothing. I have my own success. I don't gotta lie about certain things I say. It is what it is. If you want to say that, you say that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's usually broke niggas too. Nah, it's real talk.
Right.
Rich niggas ain't got time for
Time
that.
for
You
that.
might talk shit little on the way to an event.
Right.
But rich niggas ain't got time for all
Jump
that.
in the comments.
I don't know how these broke niggas got time though.
Too much time.
That's
Because
why.
I can't
That's
do it.
why
Nigga, I got the
Because they in the house all
Yo,
day.
let me tell you something. I got the flu. I don't want to get you all sick, but I'm fucked up and I made sure I came here. I don't know how to not work. So how you broke, man? How you out here broke? Like, you know, there's niggas in jail wishing they was out here to get to the bag. Nigga, like, how you broke? How you not doing nothing with your life? How you know, and those be the niggas all on your shit and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Staying
you know,
high.
like I said, the world changed on me, man. You know, you look at, let's say, YouTube and all that. Man, these are all washed up niggas. Used to be down with niggas, this and this and that. Yo, I don't know how many niggas. Yo, I don't know niggas. How about that? Okay?
Right.
So Fat Joe cannot be. It's a legendary interview that Lauryn Hill gave when she was just young. She was like, I'm not the same girl from yesterday. The old me ain't. You know that interview?
Right.
Bro, we talking about 30, 40 years ago. I see niggas talk about other rappers talking about, yo, we was in kindergarten and someone, yo, bro, it's over, nigga. You 50 years old.
Nigga said, I don't know you, man.
Learn how to make some fucking
Right.
chopped cheese or something. What do you want me to kindle a flame? Nigga,
Right.
you grown-ass man. You might have 12 kids. Like, are you
Right.
fucking serious? Yo, we
Right.
used to be boys that, nah, I don't know you.
Days is done.
I don't know you, and they usually be dumb niggas. You know what I'm saying? Talking all this or whatever, the cap or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's never in my face. It's never in the streets. It's never, you know. And that's another sad thing, right? Because social media, is fake,
Yeah.
and dumb niggas are capping. Because don't nobody come to me. Don't nobody step to me. You understand? So I don't know where these people at.
They be
You know
the
what I'm saying?
toughest
They
Stay in
could
the
be on
comments.
Twitter, they could be on X, they could be whatever, but don't nobody come to me
Look, let me tell you
with
something.
that shit.
These niggas got strength on the couch. There's a lot of strength on the couch. A lot of strength in the backyard. But it's never outside. But they'll talk. They'll talk.
Cause we outside.
The world done changed.
Yeah,
World
no,
changed.
but we outside. That part ain't changed. We outside.
Right.
You catch us if you want. Am I lying, Pistol, or not? We're available.
Outside.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how niggas try to diss me on YouTubes and all that. Like, nigga, we outside. We outside. We in Harlem right now.
Right.
We outside. First thing your security told me is, yo, leave the guns in the car. He know what time it is. Fucking guns in the car.
I want to bring it back.
Nigga, we outside.
I want to bring it back. We was at the listening party last night.
Great turnout.
Great
Great
turnout.
turnout.
Shout out Diddy.
Fresh,
my
for the
brothers.
record, fresh. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Out of here.
He said car
I'm
commercial.
calling it. Everything. Just whatever's some fly shit.
Down
That's the
That shit
record.
fire.
But
Whatever
it's-
you
it's
doing. You
weird.
mopping the floor fly. That's
That's
just the
featuring
record.
Tone
that's
Sunshine.
special.
But let me tell you something. It's weird because it's everything you described, it's not. Let me explain to you. Rico Wade just died. I felt the
Rest in
way.
peace.
Right.
I felt the way. And so I said, yo, put on that beat. And I felt like I was in the porch. We don't have porches in the Bronx. We got fucking buildings 17 feet tall with you loitering in the lobby. But I rapped on that bitch like a ghetto gospel, like I was on a porch. I seen myself in North Carolina, Georgia. Paint a picture, pay them niggas for to get you. Do me a favor, pay them lawyers for to get you.
Right.
Scared Straight Program 2024. Rikers Island in the summer like 100. You ever seen Rikers Island in the summer? Niggas are walking around like in diapers. Like
Hot.
G-strings, like not on some,
Not on some.
not on pause.
Yeah.
Like Jesus, niggas making fake swimming pools in a cell, nigga. Don't go to Rikers Island in the summer.
Right.
That shit crazy. So
Don't
that
go at
to
all.
Rikers Island.
Don't
at
go at all.
all. But what I'm saying to you is,
It's not
Especially
good
not in the
season.
summertime.
Never good season.
Yeah, it's not seasonal. Don't pull up to Rikers
it's not
Island.
seasonal. Don't go for the spring. Do me a favor. Don't touch that bitch.
Right.
Because one thing people don't realize, right? about jail. Shout out Pistol Pete. He got his own podcast, Dog in the Yard, talking about reform and all that. But the truth, what you don't realize is the guy who shot the healthcare guy in the back of his head, execution side, he's in jail. The guy last month who killed 3 people with a machete all over New York, he's in jail. The guy who raped the little babies and this and that, put him in jail. Nigga, when you in jail, anything can happen. All these psychopaths is in jail. This is why when people get out of jail, they be like, yo, I survived that shit. That shit was real because you there with a bunch of crazy niggas. There's no way to stop it. Here on VIP, my security stop a nigga. You know, this, that, we can go wherever we want. Yo, let's go to a fancy restaurant so we don't bump into nobody. That ain't it. You in jail. These niggas is right next to you, the niggas you would hate. You would never talk to these niggas in your life and they're in your face.
All day.
Fuck the Dallas Cowboys. Yo, B. Yo, B. Yo, jail is not the mode. And Fresh, you know, Fresh, I came through because shout out to Dez and Pistol. They got a program where they bring people to talk to the inmates.
Right.
So I went there that day when I wrote that song, and I was just feeling too, you know what I'm saying? It was just too spiritual. It was a ghetto gospel. So what you feeling real energy. You feeling real DNA, real cloth. You know what I'm saying? That joint is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of them ones. You had a couple quotables on that.
The problem we ain't talking about is that it's not normal. And Dre told me, yo, don't go in math high for talking like this, but I'm gonna tell you something. When you look at the legends that we all thought was the greatest of all times, this and this, they're not doing that shit at this age. They're not putting out projects like that right now. They're not flowing like that with new shit, talking real shit right now. Niggas ain't doing that shit.
Talk your shit.
No, I'm dead ass.
Nah, talk your shit.
It's a fact. Historically, he thinks he's a hip hop historian. I beg to say I am too. So I know every milk and cranny of this hip hop shit.
Yo, look at Mac. Look at Mac.
Minus
Digging in
the
the crates.
2024 underground or whatever that scene is.
Right.
I really can't get with it. So I don't bother them because it's the youth, it's their time, it's whatever. But it's time they start making music. So somebody says, all right, Joe, so great day for hip hop. You got Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, you got Fat Joe. This shit is a legendary day for hip hop. Free, go listen. But we're hoping these young niggas listen to this shit and say, all right, let me make music. You know who got that? Pop Smoke got that, right? So he came out with niggas is in it, but he made an album, a great body of work.
Right.
And so if you're doing the same shit, you rapping to the same beat, you doing this, you know what I'm saying? So we need guys like us to make sure they can elevate and they can take their music to another level.
Right.
And business and beef and everything. Unfortunately, wild guys like Fat Joe the Gangster turned into like, I gotta be a pillar of the community and show them how to, how to
Joseph
survive
Targina.
and maneuver in this world right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it go. But that
How
fresh
do you fit those shoes? Are you used to that? Going from who you were to now having to be a respected. You could low-key talk a lot of these kids who we see going through the RICO. And I'm talking about rappers. We see them going through RICO charges left, right, and center. You could
He did.
help them.
He did.
He took the
He did.
Tekashi.
It's,
Y'all not.
He went to
it's
jail
in the
anyway.
book.
Can't explain it.
How does it feel when they reject your advice? When they decide
I don't think they
not to
reject
listen?
my
They don't.
advice. They actually respect me. But what I'm saying to you is I was the first RICO case. I was the first
That's what I was
experiment.
getting to.
I was running around New York like we still selling drugs, even though we rap. We coming in the club, we smacking the shit out of all the kingpins. We did, like literally a rapper putting his foot up the kingpin's ass in the middle of the club.
Why, Joe?
Huh?
Why, Joe?
Because I don't know why we were legit, but we still moved like the mob, nigga, like, right? And so one day, I got a friend. He's a high-ranking cop. I'm at a Knick game. And the nigga standing in the thing, and I see him, he looked confused, and I walked up out, and he was like, what's up? He was like, yo, what's up? And I said, what's wrong, man? Something wrong? He was like, he said, yo, Joe, what do you like other than New York? I said, man, I love Miami. He said, go now. I said, what? He said, I just had a meeting. They got you like you, John Gotti. They got Pistol, Opie, this. I said, but what? We chilling.
What
Because
year?
we all chilling.
What year? Is it?
Can't tell you the year because it's too much. But he said, they got you up there like this. And then he starts breaking down the crew. He's like, this guy came home from murder. This guy came home from murder. This guy just beat a murder. This. You guys are like a volcano ready to erupt. And boy, they waiting. And I went home and packed that van up with my wife. I said, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. We going to Miami. And we became Catholic schoolboys down in Miami. Very nice, no arguments, trouble with nobody. You let a cop in New York tell it, and you let a cop in Miami tell it, they'll be like, yo, Joe's the Valley Victorian. He's the greatest guy in Miami. He wears silk suits every day. He's nice. Over here, the niggas was on my ass. So I skated out of that. I was already on that chopping block. You know, the kid, Bobby Schmurda, he really technically wasn't even a criminal. I know the cop that locked him up. He wasn't really a criminal. He was just cool with his mans. He started popping. Them niggas were still in the street wilding. He trying to keep it real with them. They in the studio. The cop comes in and starts selling guns. He's like, yo, get this out of here. When he goes back, he sees a camouflage gun. I believe. This is from what I heard. He purchased the gun. Now he's in the RICO.
One time.
This man was when you talk about this, look, it's so diabolical that they learned how to the most important thing in life is time. Is health and time. You can't get it back. So when you get locked up, they take your youth. You can't compete. You can't do nothing. That kid would have probably been a billionaire right now. When he had them hit records, them 2 hit records, he was on fire. He don't go to jail for 7 years. He's filthy rich right now. Know what I'm saying? So they took that from him. You think they don't, because you young. Y'all go do these 7 years, these 6 years, but they took that from you. And now he hasn't been able to catch that same steam.
You can tell by the
So
records he put out.
So how do you balance it, Joe? Because on one hand, you got the Bobby Schmurders who you want to stay out the streets, but they doing things because they feel like they need to. And then you got the P&B Rocks, the Pop Smoke, who's like, damn, I wish you had it on you, or I wish you did more. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna tell
you
you
a target on one hand, but then you're not
thing.
trying to be targeted by the police.
You gotta go legit and get yourself a real off-duty cop to do your security. Because right now, if you got your man got the hammer, right? It pops off, he shoots up the place. Hoffa did it. It's what it is. They might they most likely gonna skip over all these niggas and throw you on the pick snooze. Yo, Hoffa rapper, that's how this shit works.
That's how it works.
And so it's like you better off getting yourself some real security. So if they pop off, all they got to do is sign some paperwork. See, 50 Cent taught us that, not trying to throw shots at 50. But you could not do nothing to him because he had that real security.
Right.
So, you know, he taught us that. He taught me that. When one day I finally saw them, I was like, oh, they moving like that? Like, we got to chill. You ain't shooting it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, go legit. Like, one thing I did was I sold a lot of drugs, but when I got my record deal, I never sold drugs again. I never robbed nobody. I did no crimes. It's like a Cinderella story because I knew this is my only way out. And I knew, yo, don't fuck this up. A lot of times I wanted to fuck this up. Like the hip-hop shit, there was a lot of guys out here fronting like they was tough. I was ready to smash everybody. Like easily, like smash them all. The New York Suge Knight of the shit. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could have did that in 1 second. And I was just like, be a nice guy, you know, this, that. We got to get, because what you don't understand is that, so when you see now in hip hop, right, maybe you could allude to this or you could talk about it. What you see now, you see all these nice guys winning. These niggas are nice guys. You understand? But that was the plan because they was tired of dealing with
The knuckle.
Aaliyah's uncle. They was tired of dealing with Jimmy Henchman. They was tired of dealing with niggas running up in there, you know, where's my money?
But what-
I'll burn this shit down. So
Was there an
I had to
advantage to
tone my shit all the way down.
Was there an advantage to that?
What do you mean?
When you look at some of the guys that you talking
Everybody I
about.
mentioned went to jail for 50,000 years. That wasn't it.
Right, but the success, okay, you look at somebody like Suge Knight.
I had
If you
to-
just remove the bullshit, you're looking at him as a businessman.
Right.
very smart
He's-
man.
Right.
Very smart businessman.
That's a threat.
Not
to
even
some
just
people.
like that. The threat of
You
him
dig what
was
I'm
that
saying?
he was, you know, he was dangerous.
Right.
Not only that, his band of thieves, they was letting it go out there. And so what happens is you go out there, Math Hoffa, the new talk show, we're gonna give you the award. You coming out there, and they let niggas in the back door. Compton, Inglewood, Watts, they letting them in. So you like, yo, I thought I was going to award show. This shit crazy in here. Like, they got the niggas with the fucking braids down. You know, the niggas you don't niggas, you like, yo, niggas got the burners. A big homie, I got the burner in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You over there with a bow tie trying to win the That shit real. Niggas slipping niggas in through the back door. It's a very dangerous, man. I tell you, I told you last time I was there. I never forget. I was at a restaurant. It was an award show. Because that's how you always get you in LA.
Right.
If you want an award, you got to go out there. And that's where it gets, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's when
And
they
so
show out.
I was in a restaurant one time, and it was the loudest. Everybody was in there. Every rapper, everybody you could think of, every music exec. Next thing I knew, it was like, niggas just running all over and shit like that, right? And said, I just turned around and Suge Knight having dinner with somebody. He came in, the whole fucking restaurant cleared out.
Yo.
And niggas be scared to admit that they were scared of this nigga. It was. It was us and him. Like, yo, what's up, Suge? Yo, yeah, what's going on?
But do you
guys?
feel like the let's call it the gangster element kind of kept certain things away that's really prevalent right now?
Yeah.
Any type of agenda.
But it's because they don't want to deal with guys like that. So
Right.
you got a guy like Kanye West, who's super talented, came in with the backpack, snuck all the backpack niggas in through the back door. Know what I'm saying? And now we like dealing with these guys. These guys ain't threatening my wife. Like Fat Joe, when I was on Atlantic Records, they put up bulletproof. They had cops and bulletproof. When they didn't know how to tell me, yo, we're dropping you. Niggas threw the metal, the bulletproof, the cop, niggas was like, oh my God. There's an infamous story when they interviewed 50 at his prime when he was wilding. He said he met with Craig Cameron. He was like, yo, you know y'all got Fat Joe. Because they was like, yo, you might be too wild. He was like, you know you have Fat Joe signed here? Them niggas threw up the metal detectors, the bulletproof, the cop, everything. You know, like, okay, you want to leave? Okay, like, this shit. And so, you know, they didn't want to deal with that. They'd rather deal with some nice guys.
Right. But do you feel like once they kind of started moving those guys out of position,
Yes, you're correct.
there was
This
another
all the
element
weird
that
shit came in. All this shit we
Okay,
dealing,
all right,
we
let's
dealing
get
with
to
the
it.
residue
Right.
of that.
Right.
We're dealing with, you know,
Remove the gangsters, you get the weird. The weird.
let me tell you something. I've worked at Cool and Dre studio for 20 years.
Mm.
I love everybody. I walk in the studio. It's a young nigga with purple and yellow hair. Like, yo, OG, listen to my shit. I'm like, the game is changing. Right? Okay, I listen. It was the worst shit I ever heard in my life.
Is he a Lakers fan?
No, he's not a Lakers fan. But this nigga is like, he's a dude, he caught a loss. Look, the biggest misconception is that rap is easy. And that everybody wants to rap. Niggas' grandmothers want to rap. Everybody want to rap. You think it's a free job. You don't have to lift a crate. You don't got to do construction. It's the hardest shit to deal with, to make the music, to promote, to do this. Being a rapper is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's my nephews, my sons, my this. Everybody just think, yo, I'm a rap. It ain't like that. Right? If it's for you, it's for you. Sometimes it ain't for certain people. So what you gotta understand is Cardi B, they love that as a person. She was funny, she talked shit on Instagram, this, that, and then she threw out the shit. The music was fire. Now we really love her. Like, I never looked at French Montana as a lyrical genius, right?
Right.
But they fuck with him and they love him for what he brings to the game. And then when he gives you, not good enough for me, it's out of here. Right. People gotta like you. You know how many people I met that was 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 times better than me? Play me music that I was like, Jesus Christ, but not one person to listen to them. Oh, they keep putting out music for 20 years. Nobody fuck with them. You either got it or you don't got it. That's just the point. There's nothing we can do for you. You got songwriters, and not, I am being specific, but not really. But you got songwriters who write songs for artists that them niggas sell 30 million records, and then they go write for themselves and it go nowhere.
That's true.
The people gotta like you. They gotta fuck with you. And you can't force them to fuck with you. It's something that has to happen naturally and authentic. You can't maneuver this. We can't force a nigga to like you. You know, it's sad, but that's just the reality of hip hop.
You think it got to a point where the audience just started getting forced?
I don't know. I mean, there's different ways. You know, the point is, you know, I seen a clip of a guy who was formerly of the cast of here. And he said some shit. Like, he said, listen, you think this is about lyrics, you think about this creativity, they don't give a fuck. If you're not making money, that's all it boils down to. So if you look into the delusion of hip hop, what made this shit the way it is anybody get one gimmick hit? My hip, my back, my water. My hip, my back, my... That shit go? Little white niggas is on TikTok going, this is my hip, my back, my water. My hip, my... It's gone. Niggas signing the nigga $20 million deal, this, that. They know they never hear it from this nigga again.
No, but I think what I'm asking is...
What? My hip, my back, my water. That will be out in a week. Trust me.
Raw talent versus I could throw the bag at this and just make it hot.
It doesn't work like that because you could throw a bag, it'll make you almost hot. And then that research come. So now they start asking people, how you really like the record? They asked the DJs, they said, yo, is this shit ringing off in the clubs? Because we're playing this shit 100 times a day. Not really, this, that. And then it won't get to the point. I've seen records, I've seen some of the biggest artists stall. You know what I'm saying? Like just hit a number, and I'm talking about the biggest artists on the earth is what I'm talking about. Who? I don't want to be disrespectful like that, but let's just say a biggest artist on earth who's done Super Bowl, who's done this, the biggest. And that record stalled at like number 16. Now, and that shit about to go back, and out of nowhere you see that shit hit number 8, number 6, the bag. You know what I'm saying? They did what they had to do to make sure that shit go.
So how much of it now is talent versus money?
Well, I think we're leaving out something here, right? Because you're talking about talent and money, but I think you hit on a really important point about Cardi B, and it was personality, right? And when hip hop sort of changed into this phase of when the cameras came out, people started to really know who you were. One of the things that people always said about Fat Joe was Fat Joe's a great storyteller, not just on his records, right? So you got the talent, but also you got the music, because I don't think anyone would deny in here that you're probably the best hip hop A&R, the artist A&R, right? You got the best ear. You always know a hit record. Fat Joe was always good for a hit, right? But when the personality of Fat Joe started to really become known to people, your celebrity seemed to rise, right? So now it's not just Fat Joe's making these records, but Fat Joe got a TV show. Fat Joe got, you know what I'm saying? He's on Instagram during the pandemic, right? And everybody's going to see
Yesterday's
Joe.
price, not today's price.
Right. That really feels like the moment where you transcended from Fat Joe the rapper to Fat Joe the celebrity.
Yeah, the Snoop
Now he's
Dogg.
courtside.
Snoop Dogg. I've been courtside, baby.
But you know what I'm saying?
But I know
that the Jumbotron is putting the camera
it's like,
on you.
It's like, well, once again, I go back to when we came up. Look at you. You've been in the game a long time. You was around at a time a rapper wouldn't even talk. Niggas sit there, smoke they blunt. Like, the mystique of everybody. We used to be in the club looking at our best friends and be like, what up? What up? Like, you won't even fucking talk.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that was the shit at that time. And then now it's like, all right, we stuck in COVID. I'm scared to death because I'm diabetic. I'm thinking I'm going to die. A million niggas is dying. My daughter's 14. She says, yo, Dad, go on the live. I never even knew. Yesterday was the first time I went on YouTube live. I never even knew we could go on live on Instagram. And once I went on there, Michelle Obama's in the comments, Kim Kardashian. I was like, oh no, this shit lit.
Right.
So I keep doing it every day. I made a show out of it. But people were used to hearing Fat Joe's music or seeing him act tough or whatever the case. They finally got the personality and was like, oh shit, this is a cool nigga. I didn't know he was funny like that. You know, but after, you win so much, then they want to pull you down. They want to criticize everything. They like, I had to get off my IG.
Why?
I go viral too much. Like, no, I swear to God. So the problem, everybody want to go viral. How about I go viral too much?
That's not a good problem.
Yeah.
Because what's normal to anybody in our era is, that's why the world changed on me. I say shit that you like, yeah, crack, that's what I'm talking about. But there's some niggas that are like, well, he said that? He could say that? This guy is, the water has toxins in it. Like, he's saying to drink that water? Like, this shit is just great. And it was just like, too much every time. Right now, if I went on my IG live tonight, I'm viral 6 ways. I don't know how to do it. And then they dissect. Because, IG live, you live. This ain't no edit. Yo, Mav, do me a favor.
You clip that
I talked about some shit, click that out.
Right.
No, this is live. So everything you saying, they taking you for every word and they dissecting it. And they this and this and that. And you over here, you over there. This shit be on fire. Every time I go on fucking Instagram live, Twitter's going crazy, everybody. And I'm just saying regular shit. Sometimes I say shit I've been saying for years. And the shit just go, you believe Fat Joe said hip hop was Puerto Rican and black? Whoa! My God, the world changed on me, nigga. I'm like, yo!
No, you know what?
Where you been?
A lot has changed. A lot has changed.
A lot
I remember
has
when
changed.
battle rap was you have a rap battle, it was a certain way. That is like lawsuits when you lose.
No, you gotta stop.
No, whoa.
Well, I have no comment on that one.
Right. That's talking 2024.
Took you too long. Took you too long.
2024.
World changed on me.
You should have saw that coming. Took you too
World changed on me.
It's 2024. There's a lot happening out here
All
right
right.
now.
So Joe,
No comment on that one though.
You got no comment on that.
No, because, my son is autistic, right?
Right.
And I kept him private because the nature of hip hop. You a battle rap. You go up there and just suck my dick, I smack your mother's neck off. Huh? Fuck Johnny, and Johnny fuck Jill. That's why my dick is in your mouth. You feel it? I'm like, holy shit! I'm looking at these rap battles, I'm like, what the fuck? When is the catch-up coming?
Joe, I might not be the best reference for that shit.
I'm just saying, like this shit,
Right. It's crazy.
I'm fighting with 50 Cent. This nigga put my wife on the cover. Elephant in the Sand.
Right.
I've taken so much abuse in the hip hop history, and it's hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I used to coach at the Rucker. They used to say, fuck me, fuck my mother, suck my dick, this,
Becky,
this,
answer your
this.
question.
It's basketball talk.
Right.
So Nah, I'm good. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on out here. What the fuck do you want me to do?
Right.
I'm also gonna tell you I'm not the smartest person in the world either.
Mm.
I think I'm smart, but I'm not the smartest person. So I don't know. We'll see how this play out.
No, but you got common sense. You can judge.
Yo,
this
you
thing.
gotta stop.
You got
I
common
gave
sense.
you everything I could. Yo.
So let me ask you this, Joe. Is if you're in a battle, is there something that you wouldn't say because you feel like it may cross the line, like to the point of no return?
I would.
Mm.
So in my fofo, when I did 50 Cent, at the end I have one bleep. And I think I said something foul. And this in the middle of a beef. And I'm in my feelings, but I bleeped it. Like I said something like, I don't know, kill your kids. Some wild shit I said at the end. And I bleeped it. I was like,
Right. That's too
too
much.
much.
Too much.
Too far.
Yep.
See? So there,
Kill
see
your
what I'm
kids.
saying?
Kill your kids.
But
is
this is what I'm
not-
saying.
No, but that's what we was talking
but
about.
I'm just saying.
There's a
this
line.
man was
There's
too
a line.
much.
You
It's
going
too much.
you
There
going
is a
diss a
line.
nigga.
That
There
was
is
a
a
line
line.
for him.
There's
That
a
was
line.
It
his
is.
specific line.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about nobody wherever somebody else.
What you
could
think?
put
Anybody
their
can
line.
say whatever they want?
He believes that.
I think if
It's true though.
I think if you can deal
I
with what
I don't
comes
think it
from
should be like that.
Nah,
It ain't
what we
supposed to
talking
be
about?
like that.
You're going to diss somebody according to what you think is whack. You know what I'm saying? If being broke is whack, you broke, nigga, I'm going to diss you for that. But when you start talking about kids,
They talking
and
about the
veering
pedophile,
off
the Drake
and
thing. The
you
Drake
doing too much.
Kanye
You're taking it
knows
to
what I'm
place
talking about.
like,
I know, I'm just
care.
I'm
It's hip-hop.
clarifying. The
Thank
Drake
you. I
Kendrick
feel
For me,
Same
it's
way.
hip hop. For me, it's like, you know,
Right.
Joe, how long did it take you to learn that was hip hop?
let me explain something. to
He's
you.
not laughing.
No, let me
Right.
explain something to you. There was a guy, damn, man. There was a guy called the Master of the Ceremony. His name was Busy B. He ran all the parties, all the clubs. And Kumo D said, get out of here with that bob to the bullshit. And it was over for Busy B.
From that battle.
Yeah, and you know, the problem why I try to tell everybody stay out of the battle is because it fucks up your money. The winner wins and we celebrate, wow, but it fucks up your money. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this day and age. That shit will fuck up your brand, fuck up your pockets, fuck up the way people look at you, the way people talk to you, the way this shit is really is sparring, but for your career.
Right.
And your brand and your life. So that's why I say, yo, if you could avoid that shit, don't even get involved with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it really will damage your brand. Bro.
So you think J. Cole made the right decision?
No, I didn't think so because you know, I'm just telling you, I used to come outside my school to fight 20 niggas every day. Imagine you in typing class and you looking outside and they going, 3 o'clock.
Outside.
Oh, Joey gonna get fucked up again. And I gotta go outside, drop my bag, punch the toughest dude in his face, and get it popping.
And never call the
So
cops.
J. Cole, somebody who has mentioned that he was never call the cops.
Right. Never.
J. Cole, somebody who has mentioned that he's the greatest rapper, and he's the nicest nigga, and he's this and this and that. They call you out, you gotta come to the yard, bro. And so I get it. He avoided all that, and thank God. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in this game of hip hop, you ever seen somebody do that?
No.
Like Eminem called out Everlast. Everlast came to the yard. Made a diss. I mean, everybody come out.
Right.
You call out niggas, MC Hammer come out on your ass. You don't come out. It's a new day in hip hop. All this shit is new. The world changed.
He's back. I'm on your side. I'm on your side.
So how do you judge it? Because I feel like I'm listening to you, and there's a part of you that's like, I'm trying to understand, and I understand.
No, I'm not
but
trying.
then there's a side that's like,
I actually have an
that
opinion.
shit whack, man.
Yo, I have an opinion, and I'm just trying to keep my opinion to myself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I actually have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm hip hop from the purest form, man.
Are you still competing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm better than everybody. You talking to the wrong. You heard you heard yourself. I'm trying to tell you, I am a hip hop historian.
Right.
Now, when it comes to drill rap and all that. I don't know. I'm confused. Right? I can't tell you who's the best drill rapper. This is where I've stopped. You know what I'm saying? But from that point on, I know everything. I know everything about hip hop. Every little milk and cranny about hip hop. Everything. From graffiti to breakdancing to this, to that, to that. I know everything. And so it's always competitive. Hip hop has always been competitive.
What's causing this resurgence?
Of what? Rap beef?
Of all of y'all.
No, but I was confused. Oh, me? Oh, with me, it's like
Ice Cube, Cool
me,
J.
With me, it's different. It's just like, but this whole rap game is a marathon. I'm not delusional. If I say something, I really mean it. I really feel like I'm the best. Until somebody come out here from my era or from any and put out an album that I think is better than mine, I'll tell you in 1 second, yo, that's just phenomenal.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I got hate yesterday because one of y'all taped me when I said Chance the Rapper won the Grammy. I stand on that.
Right.
I don't believe he should have won the Grammy. You know what I'm saying? And so
It wasn't me.
No, it was him.
No,
He said it.
It was on
I said
YouTube
it was
Live.
somebody.
No,
it was on YouTube Live.
somebody.
Yo, Kim.
Whoa, he.
Why you
Twitter
look at
going
me
crazy.
though?
That's
No,
why.
no, I wasn't looking at y'all.
Well, Kimmy, this is why we don't go live. We went live and it's all over Twitter. It's all over X. Know what I'm saying? Niggas is in their panties and all that. Like, yo, this, that. But I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? That record's a cool record, but it's not running up against All the Way Up. Not then, not now. It's just a fact. The Black Eyed Peas, I don't know what I remember one day 50 Cent, after selling 30 million records, went to the Grammys. And they gave it to somebody. I don't know who they gave it to. Le Petit, Le Petit. The nigga got up and walked out.
You think it's trigonometry?
What you mean by that?
Like the whole that whole system right there.
I
You
like to think
rigged?
it's changing, but yes.
It's
Historically, it's always been. I break this down to me,
No,
Dan, because
no,
this has
no.
been rigged.
I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is it's different committees. The same committee that made that decision isn't the committee that's in place now. So it's the committee evolves.
They're catching up to the culture, but
Right.
historically, the Grammys ain't never give a fuck about hip hop. That's why Flavor Flav and Chuck D was like, "Who gives a fuck about a goddamn Grammy? Elvis was a hero to most." Put him on the same. The Grammys and Elvis on the same line. Like it was like, yo, the Grammys never give a fuck about hip hop. Now they do. Now they trying to show love, and I'm cool with everybody changing. I'm all about changing, progressing. All right, you got a hip hop committee. You looking out for people. You giving the right people. You'll kill a mic. Boom. It got me to rap. You know what I'm saying? So they're changing, but historically, oh my God, they was like, all right, Estelle Jones, Serena Williams, Beyonce, and they'll be like, okay, Jocelyn Nathaniel wins the Grammy. You like, get the fuck out of here. The fuck is this? Elevator shit. She played the flute in high school. You like, yo, this
is crazy.
They was doing it blatant. This shit was straight.
You think they used the status, the popularity of
against
the celebrities.
Against you.
Of our
somebody
own.
like Nas ain't win in 20 years. You cannot. I don't care who you are in the game of hip hop, not mention Nasty Nas on your top 5. You just can't.
Right.
It doesn't exist.
Right.
99 out of 100 people put him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but he's there somewhere. You don't give him a Grammy in 20-something years?
Yeah, it's
Y'all
disrespectful.
telling me the Grammys is right?
It's crazy.
So what about the argument that, okay, you have the Grammys, they don't give it to us, so we go and start our own. But then a lot of artists feel like once we do that, they may not support our own things because they still want to achieve a Grammy or whatever. So that's why certain artists, when they get to a certain level, won't come back home. I'm going to use a source as an example just because that's, what I am. But it's happening today. We just had this conversation in the Hot Topics a couple
Source
weeks
was a
ago.
great thing, but you had a lot of
Not just the source.
terrible. I'm saying you
Yeah.
had terrible elements in the source. You had nigga who was a boss. He was a gangbanger from over here. It was very dysfunctional. you know, Source Awards, you be lucky to come home with your jury, shit like that. If you're talking about from a safety standpoint, I do understand. And so you got the BET Awards, go support them, man. I host the BET Hip Hop Awards all the time, and you're correct. Big artists a lot of times don't want to show up to shit like that. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? We need to support our own in any way, shape, or form, whether it's in fashion, whether it's in the podcast, whether it's in everything. Spend your money with your own, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you on that level, but you know, the Source, they was like out of control. You got to go over there with 50 niggas, right, Pistol? 50 guys, 50 guns, 50 guys, 50 knives, 50 that. Like, this shit was on. Am I lying? That's what it was.
Source Awards.
That was too real, and it was necessary. It was dope. I love the Source.
Did his Sticky Fingers
Did somebody shoot in the air?
shoot in the air at the Source Awards? Like,
Y'all know when I heard the shots, I ran to the bathroom. Y'all already
I'm just saying, like,
So
Yo, I'm there.
Right.
I'm sure
I'm
he was
there
more than me.
in the most legendary Source Awards. And my
95.
guys are still in jail.
right.
My guys I went with is still in jail.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? One got 46 years, one got 38, you know, but, you know, kingpin shit. So the guys I was with, we was strapped. Legendary. We up in there at the Source Awards over here. And when they say, you know, the East Coast don't this, that, like, we was crazy heavy, but it wasn't our beef like that. You know what I'm saying? So we sitting there, my man's like, yo, Crack, they didn't care. They still in jail. It's like, yo, Crack, what you want me to do? Like, air this shit out? Like, we you mad at this thing? Want us to air it out? I'm like, nah, chill. You know, T-Bits. I'm like, yo, chill. I'm like, yo, they was like, oh, because you know this. And so, you know, it could have been real crazy in there. You know what I'm saying? It could have been stupid crazy in there, to be honest with you. But, you know, it was I don't know, we learned from all that. These was all, you know, hip hop is young, so these are all growing pains.
Right.
To learn how to move and move better and all that. Because it was like, it was a crazy time. You know what I'm saying? You knew there, and everybody wanted that award too. So everybody, they were still showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like the MTV Awards with us and 50 Cent. It was like,
Still there.
Clash of the Titans. You know what I'm saying? Or even when we did the Chris Lighty tribute. It
Which
was
was crazy.
Nigga, they put the trailer, 50 Cent trailer, in front of our trailer.
Set it up like that.
I'm almost thinking niggas wanted us to die. Like, we'd never been in the same place in our life. And then we finally gonna perform for Chris Lighty, and they throw shit. Dead. Pistol come back. Pistol been in jail. How many years you did? 17 years in jail. He done met every manipulator, every slick talking nigga, every gangster, shyster, this. He walks back, he looks white. He closed the trailer, he says, yo. So what's up? He was like, this nigga 50 Cent said, what's up, Pistol? Yo, Terror Squad, G Unit, together, this and that. He looked confused. You know how many niggas must have told him some shit in jail? Now I looked at him and said, don't trust that nigga. Trust that nigga crazy.
Right.
Pistol was like, nah, God, it's whatever, this, that. But I'm telling you, the nigga said, why you gonna see? I swear to God. He said, why you gonna see? And then when we go and perform, he's like, yo, peace, what's up? Terror Squad, G Unit. Chris Lighty wanted that. Then he was like, I was like confused. I was like, but you know, thank God we squashed it. And so people could evaluate that and see that, yeah, in the future, if it's non-violent,
Right.
I always say if it's non-violent, then you can see, you know, we see a day. Just me. Y'all might not see it, but I see a day that Drake and Kendrick could be cool. You know, Nas and Jay-Z's cool.
If there was no bloodshed.
No bloodshed.
You can get
now
past
you kill my cousin, you kill my man, you kill this and that, you stab a nigga up, we got a problem.
But what about you got the whole world calling you a pedophile though?
I think the whole world's calling Drake a pedophile. This is just hip hop shit. This is entertainment. I went on CNN and told him I lie in my rhymes. It's just nigga right now. Listen, I challenge you. I got $100 for you to stop a nigga right now to rap. He could have rapped and say he got a yellow Lamborghini. His house is there. That nigga live in
That's
2
true.
E's.
That's a fact.
How you gonna
That's a
charge a
fact.
nigga with that?
That's a fact.
No,
That's crazy.
like, I'm not lying or exaggerating.
Right.
He lives in 2E. Yo, my marbled out shit. Yo, it's storytelling,
Nah, that's
man.
right.
It's fucking entertainment, man.
I don't know
The
about that one, Joe.
authenticity. Nah, it's the authenticity of it. It's dangerous. I always say this shit to myself, like, yo, the niggas that was in the street that was ill niggas, you don't want to tell people, but you want them to know, yo, I'm an ill nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you
And I
rap
think-
good,
but-
then you can say it and decode
Right.
it.
But then
And
when
that's-
when ill niggas became rappers, and we were looking at it like, yeah, I heard about son. He oh word. Nah, that shit real. Oh, when he said that, oh shit. Oh, what I'm gonna do now? I gotta rap about my life.
Yeah.
I need some experience. And they outside.
Stupid.
You fast forward 20 years on that.
You're in jail.
No, you got drill rappers.
Who are going to jail?
Who's telling you,
Nah.
I'm going to kill you on Monday. Monday come, somebody's out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, social media and drill rap is the biggest trick you ever seen in
Oh
your
yeah.
life.
Oh yeah.
Because if you never had a job, I always tell a story, and no disrespect to my Dominicanos, because I love you. But I knew this Dominican dude that used to be in the club every night, popping $20,000 in champagne, come out, green Lamborghini, the hottest chicks, 20 years. One day he gets caught. He's like, what am I doing in here, B? I ain't for no reason. Nigga, you ain't have a job in 20 years. You driving around in Lamborghinis popping bottles. You're a drug kingpin. You gotta go. They start like it's news to them. You damn near thought it was legal. So when you see niggas in the bathtub with $1 billion, like nigga, your mom's on Section 8. You ain't never have a job in your life. You're going.
Right.
How many times I gotta tell y'all niggas? How many times I gotta explain this to you? You on Instagram with $1 million on your neck. You're 20 years old. You never had a job. You're going to jail. That's it. What you think? All these niggas, all these cops, all these feds. If you look at terrible thing to talk about, but if you look at R. Kelly, the feds themselves said, we saw Surviving R. Kelly and it let us know that there's something going on. Then we looked into it.
It's crazy. Crazy.
We see this is how that shit be
Crazy.
going.
Right.
Now, Instagram, what you think? The feds, the cops, they don't got Instagram?
They in the comments
they got it.
themselves.
Where you got the purple chinchilla with the purple Rolls Royce and you sit in the back and your girl sleeping on the mountain of money and this nigga, you going to jail. Like, and so just know that is it worth it for the year of fame? Fucking the girls you want or whatever for 1 year and then you wind up doing 46. You got to balance that out. I never looked at it like as equal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you guys that are hustling, I'm not mad at you or scamming, whatever you're doing. You are so smart that if you put your shit together in some legit shit, you be successful. And it's harder to do than say. But a lot of these guys are brilliant. Let me tell you something. The projects is exactly that, a project, an experiment, right? It was made for people who go through a hard time. They go in there, they get out, keep it moving. What happens is people want to live in there for $100 a month or $200 a month. I don't know what it is now. So they don't aspire to be better. If you're a woman, you can't have a man in the house now. So the man ain't even there no more because you want to stay in the project. Right? Or you got to hide the nigga like Claudine. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Remember they used to hide the sanitation nigga all the time. You can't, and the thing, because you can't have a job, can't have a man in the house.
Right.
Right? Then if you in the projects, if you make a certain amount of money, you're not eligible for the projects. So you purposely keep yourself down to stay in the projects and stay on welfare and all that. Imagine Jay-Z stayed in the projects and said, nah, I like this $150,000 rent, the $150 rent, $200 rent. He won't compete. So basically what they're doing is getting you to not compete and not show your brilliance and not show how intelligent you are.
Stay safe down here.
Stay down.
Terrible.
Right.
It's terrible. And so, you know, people like to stay down there. Like, yo, listen, man, if you get in the rap game and you dream, you know what I'm saying? You dream about taking care of your moms, taking care of your family, doing better. Don't get in this game to become an asshole, to risk it all or fuck it all up. Like, get your people up out of there, you know what I'm saying? Do better for yourself. Like, and that's what you gotta understand. It's like you coming in this game not to make it worse. And unfortunately, we're not talking about how the world changed on us. Not meaning the album, meaning like, don't it feel like this is the worst time to be a celebrity in the history of mankind?
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Oh yeah. You know what I realized the other day?
Let me say one more thing. You hold that, you got that thought?
I'm right here.
It feel like they hating on you because you're successful or you got a bag. Now me, since I was a kid, if I see the number man, whoever drive by with the fly whip, I used to be like, yo, that's such and such nigga. I want some shit like that. What's wrong with these people now? Everybody mad at people.
Everybody's mad and they believe the worst.
Like this,
things.
in one day.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Some bad news happened. You read them comments in 1 second, like no one knows. There's no truth. There's no proof. There's no nothing. You read the comments. I dare you to read the comments. You just like, yo, this is amazing.
Oh, it's wicked.
This is crazy.
It's wicked.
Fuck you, this. You like, yo, didn't they love me yesterday? And so we on a volatile time. Like this whole shit is crazy, man.
Well, there's never been a time where they wanted to see the guy who was on top stay on top, dude.
But it's not even
now
that.
No, it's out of control.
It's not even
But
that.
no. It's way more vocal than it ever has been, and it's way more popular to see somebody fall than it ever has.
Well,
been.
it shifts the power from people who are in power to people who don't have it, because we're talking about cancel culture. So if you feel
Is that
like you're
cancel culture?
that's
That's
cancel
what I'm talking
culture.
about?
Cancel culture.
No, I don't
You
think
think
it's
this is
cancel
cancel
culture.
culture?
I'm
That's
talking
cancel
about people's opinions now. Like, okay, I judge I judge people by what I believe to be their track record, who they are morally, who they are loyalty-wise, what they brought to the game, whatever the case may be. I just cannot flip the coin because somebody starts a rumor, somebody says something negative about somebody that I've been watching give millions of dollars to the community. Do things for people like nobody. You don't owe nobody shit. That's the one thing you guys got to understand. Individually, you really don't owe nobody shit. You made it out of there. Me and my family good. You ain't got to come back here and give them shit, and open businesses and open schools and open this and open that. And you over here trying to show you, yo, I'm from the hood. I'm going to make sure you guys are good. And then the second you need the backing or you need the support or you need your people the most, they're like, fuck you, nigga. Like, yo, what's going on?
But I say it's cancel culture because when you say you can have an opinion about somebody, but when you start to express your opinion publicly, then you have an agenda to do something to that person, right? Like you can look at something and say, I don't like this person because of that. But when people get online and say it to try to rally up everyone around it, the agenda is to bring someone down.
It looks like that's from two different sides, though. Like, I see cancel culture as you did something messed up, so now we're all going to get together and make sure that you can't do anything else anymore. What I'm hearing from the other side is we never liked you. We were always waiting for something to happen. And now that something has happened, we're all just going to come out the woodwork
It's
and talk
twofold.
about
Okay,
it.
hold on. I got
It's
another
twofold.
perspective. Y'all both correct? I got one saying, I hate my life. I never did nothing in my life. I'm a bum. I'm still on the couch. I'm fucked up. I'm mad at you. You guys been drinking champagne. You guys been driving sporty cars and you've been talking about my life. I'm the illest nigga.
Why you?
I'm broke. Why you? Why you made it? Fuck you.
And that's it. In a nutshell.
That's the motivation behind, but that's
Not
the
always.
motivation behind both.
Behind
That can
some.
be the motivation behind both sides.
Behind
Hold on,
some.
hold on,
Most of those
hold
people
on.
that we're referring to, when you click through, you can't find them. When you click
No,
through,
no.
it's a blank page.
It's a
There's
blank-
no photos.
That's a
It's a
fact.
name.
Listen.
When you that's not what
It's
that's
bots.
Like-
those are bots.
Bots.
Like the
Those are
most,
actually
like
bots.
the,
Yeah,
like
Right.
the most
Yeah,
popular,
right.
like
My
the
wife
most
told me that
famous
too.
haters of
That's a
all
fact.
time, the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh,
They hid their faces
Right.
because what they were doing, they knew in their hearts, was shameful.
Mm.
I can't do this with my face shown.
mm.
The internet is full of that. It's full of a picture of Goku or an old picture of Jordan just saying the worst shit in the world, but they won't show their face.
They weren't necessarily ashamed. They were trying to scare people.
No, wasn't only that. They didn't want to show that the people behind those sheets was actually running that city or that town.
But that-
You had
Wow.
judges,
Yeah, they-
police,
they-
all types
DAs.
of
But
stuff.
the reason why I say it, you're right, but the reason why I say that is because they all knew who was down. They all knew who each other was.
Right.
Like the governor knew that the mayor and the sheriff, they all knew each other. They were trying to instill fear in the. So when you're out as a black person walking around that town, you never know which one of these white people.
Bro,
is
that had
under
to
that
be
sheet.
so scary.
It's psychological.
Think
And
about
it's
it.
sad to the ancestors
Mhm.
that we're not standing with each other and aligning with each other. Because these people, I was trying to tell my guy Carlos the other day, I was like, yo, they was separate water. You couldn't even drink water. You couldn't even use the same bathroom. You couldn't vote. Niggas was sicking dogs on you. They was this, that. But we have benefited from all those people sacrificing. And then we turned a blind eye to the sacrifices they made and think that this is normal. This ain't normal, right? And so when you pulling your own people down, that's the whole contest. What we seeing now is something we ain't seen before because they can never totally get us. Because historically, somebody black gets in trouble, Reverend Allen, all of them is outside. Yo, they not doing that no
They're
more.
not doing that.
You
They're
got
not rallying.
I'm telling you the
no,
truth.
no, you're right. You got. I noticed on this album, you got political in a way that you haven't before. You started speaking on like different kinds of socialist. What was that line?
You got bad karma, I got Kamala.
Right, right. And I'm at the White House. I'm having dinner. You never talk like that before.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not a politician, bro. I'm just talking about. So what I think is the difference with this album, that's always been what Dre and Cool always try to get me to do, but I never really did, was like, yo, you know how you talk, how you sell it. Right now, this shit off the hook. Math Hoffa, forget it. I told you, right? This shit ringing off millions of views and all that, right? And that's because the talk is legend. But I've never been able to tell that same type of story or talk on the music. So with this album, I've been talking like I'm talking on here. And when you hear it, you go, Trump sneaker tried to cancel me on TV. Next day, I'm at the White House with the VP.
That's the line.
They got fucked because they tried to cancel me for the Trump sneaker. They did not know the next day I would be at the White House with the VP. So I'm like, okay, fuck you. They're like, fuck you. You got the Trump sneaker the next day. Fuck you. You with Kamala. Like, yo, that politics shit.
Viral.
Jesus Christ. That
Oh,
politics
man.
is the true Bloods and Crips.
That's
Pick
a
a
fact.
side.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That shit pick a side.
You had real. You were mentioning real issues that I was not aware of the medical billing. How they don't tell you what the prices are.
Never.
I never thought of that until you said something.
100 million families. There ain't but 300 million people in America. 100 million people are in medical debt. It's one in every three. And so you go in the hospital, you see the nigga limping across the street. It ain't because he don't want to get help. He's scared to go in there. He might get an $86,000 bill. Now, if he got a legit job and he's thinking about finally sending his daughter to college, He can't do that
can't
no
do
more
that.
because he got to pay these guys.
It's crazy.
There's a story about an Amish family. Amish, these niggas ain't even got light, but they got a farm. But when you go to the hospital, you sign a waiver that says, if I don't pay you, you can come take my property.
Wow,
So they
that's
had
crazy.
a little girl that had to take a kidney transplant. They had it, but they were scared to sign the paper because they thought they'd lose the farm. This guy, he had a fucking, what's them pens? The
EpiPen.
EpiPen. He went to hospital, he charged him $18,000. He went online, it was $140. This shit is
Nasty
crazy.
work.
This ain't just black and Spanish. It's white. You know what I'm saying?
Shit is a business.
This shit is crazy.
And you can understand why the dude, you know, the CEO of a healthcare
I
company.
can't tell you why he killed them, but I'm telling you that there's mad people did not know. Insurance is a whole nother thing, right?
Right.
We talked about that.
Right now, I don't know who's the criminal. There's a white nigga standing outside. He ain't got no business in Harlem like that. So I don't know if he gonna shoot us up. I'm telling you the truth.
They live up here.
No,
now.
the
You
shit
good?
crazy. I don't know who's killing. No. Carlos ain't up there telling you this. That nigga looking up in here like the guy. Oh, you talking about healthcare? Shit, the world changed on me. I'm trying to tell y'all how many examples.
Yeah.
That title gets realer and realer the longer we go in this conversation.
You say got the
What-
Big Mac chicken. McDonald's now. World is
You know,
changing.
I-
World done changed. They got the chicken Big Mac, good as fuck.
You know,
Yeah, you don't eat beef, right? They got the chicken Big Mac. Shit is legendary. I almost ate my fucking fingers. I don't eat fried food. I ate that shit. I was like, yo, wow, y'all cheating. This shit is crazy.
McDonald's, we need 10%.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, right.
We need 10% of the gross, not the
McDonald's.
10%.
We'll see.
That was a commercial by itself. We need 10%.
it's a fact.
World changing. You know, traveled a lot, go out of town, you meet nice female, y'all keep in contact. One day you say, you know what? Looking on your Instagram, the gym been working out for you. What you doing this weekend? I'm going down to Miami. You wanna come out? Back in the days, that was like
Here we
some
go.
romantic
go.
shit, right?
Here we go.
Already
Back
know
in
he about
the
to
days,
say
that
no.
was some romantic shit, right?
You flew her out.
Flew out.
Cross state lines.
Sex trafficking. What the
It's not sex
What's
trafficking,
going on?
math.
Girls
Yes, it is.
the girls got songs called "He Flew me Out."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flew it out.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you where the sex trafficking is. If you a boss nigga and she flies out and you go to Bell Harbor, go buy yourself some shit, little 5-10 grand on it. Sex trafficking. So now it's worse against the girls because they're not getting it. A nigga who know the rule, he like, yo, I can't give her.
I can't give her nothing.
Yo,
Sorry.
peace, God.
There's
like,
some bubble gum.
I can't
Just like
give
back
you
in the
no
day.
money.
Yep, you gotta
Or maybe
fly.
you gotta fly yourself.
Yep, there you go. You gotta
hey,
fly
you in
yourself.
New Orleans? I'm coming down. Like, I mean, the world done changed on me. Man.
Yeah.
It's bad out here. And it's subjective too. Subjective. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they create these laws that's just like funny. It's something somebody told me. My man Rich the Barber said, "Well, if the law just came out but you did it in '89, like how does that law apply to '89?
Right.
If the law just came out,
Because it don't work the other way.
Right.
When we became legal, you didn't let all the motherfuckers that was moving peas out.
yeah,
So how is it? It's crazy.
so they made a RICO law for John Gotti. I think I told you this last time I was here. They could not get John Gotti, so they made the RICO law to where you don't have to be present. Somebody, he do it. They said I sent them, it's over. Right? The RICO law, that's how they took him out. But the Puerto Ricans and blacks ain't as sophisticated as the Italians. The Italians got accountants, they got lawyers, they got unions, they got all type of shit, right? So they used it on them, but they really was coming over here and they wiped out a whole generation. So now, with this sex trafficking, whatever this law is, it was really started for the Catholic Church, the priests. I peeped it when this thing came out, right? I didn't think it was gonna do this. But they really brought it because it was a statute of limitation. If it ain't murder, it's over, right? So they opened this law back up saying, if you ever been raped by a Catholic church, none of them niggas went to jail. And then they came over here and having a field day with this shit, ripping and running. There's always somebody got to be, yo, we're doing it because of this, and then it just starts wiping shit out. It's a scary time to be a celebrity.
Yeah. Has anything changed for the better for you, specifically?
Richer.
You said the world changed on me. Has any part of this change been positive?
That's the whole argument we had today. We had a real argument in the car today, me and my crew. Because I said 2024 is the worst year to me in history or in hip hop. It really has. And listen, I don't feel good when I'm the only one making money. I want us all to make money. I swear it. Like I swear it. I want everybody to make money and win. It ain't, yo, Joe's making money or whatever like that. So it's like, Mr. C, Clark Kent, Fat Man School, Chubby Baby. I lost one of my best friends, Percy. I lost my brother last week. This shit is insanity. Okay, the mayor's indicted. And shout out Mayor Adams, I stand by him. The mayor's indicted. The president's a felon.
Yeah, easy.
White boys are killing niggas in the middle of Manhattan, popping off.
With silences.
Lil Durk, Young Thug.
Well, that's the only good thing was Young Thug.
Yeah, that was the only good thing.
So I think it's the worst year.
Yeah.
P. Diddy's in jail. Jay-Z just got sued. Shit crazy.
Who disagreed with you? What was the disagreement? You said you was arguing with
No,
the car.
because they said COVID and they said, everything.
See, I was arguing
a big
what the worst year
soccer
was.
fan. The year Pele died.
But he's saying-
Everybody got a fucked up year.
Right.
Parents died.
Right.
You can't, everybody, they got a time that was real bad.
How do you feel when you see all this shit unfold?
Oh man, this shit is terrible to me, man.
Like when you saw the headlines go out
Terrible.
On Diddy, and what, in your opinion, do you think caused all this shit?
No true comment, right? But he pissed somebody off bad. And so we're praying for him. We're praying for the victims. We're praying for his family, but I never really seen this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Hov. Every time I think, we got 17 Muslim brothers and sisters that died in the Bronx from the fire. I call him, he sent over $500,000 in 10 seconds. Jody, you know what I mean? If in Puerto Rico we do a hurricane, fucking United States ain't sending nothing over there. We send 1 billion pounds of food, airplanes, he paid for the planes.
I remember that.
I don't know what to tell you, you know what I'm saying? So everything we said that, and we want to be sensitive to everybody, but everything we said earlier about how the world is changing, it's really crazy to me that, all the shit is it's really bad out here, man. All the way around, bad, all the way around. Everything is just bad out here. I can't wait. I'm like 2024 is like a boulder. I'm trying to push that shit over the mountain. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I don't know. 2024, yeah, but if this is how we rolling into 2025? What's the change? What's gonna make that better? What's gonna stop me from seeing more of this shit?
That's
Like-
a fantastic question.
From your perspective.
Nothing can stop this. I don't know what's going on. We in dark times. And I don't see the light. It's a terrible time, bro.
The only way out is through. That's with anything.
Have you ever heard of any other celebrities? And I know, like, you know, the target is usually minority.
Yeah.
Someone with celebrity status that, you know, kind of teeter-totters on whether they'll be able to work with certain businesses, and because, you know, you have to keep your image so clean.
I've done it.
You've done it.
Yeah, like I've been offered millions of dollars to do a Faja commercial, you know, with the skin and shit like that. I'm like, fuck out of here.
Right.
I've turned down more money than I actually took.
Mhm.
You know, I own sneaker stores. Another leading sneaker store wanted me to do their ad for a bunch of money. I couldn't take it.
Wow.
So I've turned down tons of money on.
What was the stipulation?
What
What was the part of it that you was like?
Because I can't compete.
Because it
I
was
can't do
competing.
math Hoffa and math Hoffa plus.
Right.
Like, these niggas, your competition, you gonna go do a commercial for them, they got $1 million for you, but you promoting them,
Right.
you know, my people looking at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, there's certain things I couldn't do. There's a lot of things I couldn't do that just wasn't for me, where I was just like, yo, I can't do it. And I love money.
What's the most money you ever walked away from?
The most money Fat Joe ever walked away from is maybe, I think, you know, one time when I was scared to fly, they tried to pay me $1 million something to go perform in Africa. And this dude sent the money up front. But I wouldn't fly for 10 minutes. He sent the money and everybody, they brought a hypnosis to my
Oh,
house.
Jesus.
Cool and Dre was like, yo, we're getting on a plane with you. My wife was like, yo, like this. And I was like,
Hypnosis,
nah.
I'm dying.
I'm like, yo. I'm like, nah, I'm not
Yo.
going. Send them people their money back. I don't want it. You know, but then I really wish I took it, because after that I went to Africa 50, 100 times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once I got to fly, but it was this one time the bag was and it was here. And everybody I love was trying to convince me, come on, God, let's go to Africa. I'm like, fuck out of here. I went and took the shots and everything, but it wasn't about Africa. It was just I didn't think I could make it. You know what I'm saying? My biggest fear on earth is flying.
Because
It's an even day. Every day. I fly 4 times, 5 times a week. I'm terrified. Don't know. They say the insanity is thinking of doing this shit over and over. I don't know
Expect a
why. I
different
pray
result.
more than I'm fucking preaching. I'm Joel Osteen on the plane. I'm going crazy. God, please don't let this poodle die. Please don't.
Is it heights?
Pause. I think it's the bigness of the plane. Like, I don't like
Right.
private planes. I take it only when I have to.
Right.
Right? Some people are like, yo, I ain't flying nowhere if it ain't private. Me, I want to be in a good old commercial.
So it's
So
not
I can
heights.
pray with like 180 people on that motherfucker. Like,
So it's not heights. You can stand on top of a roof and look over and not get dizzy.
yeah, I don't think
all
it's
that.
heights. I think
Amount of
it's
hours?
like under control. I think I just don't control it. Nah, but I go everywhere, Africa, Dubai, wherever now. But I just like, I like money, so I gotta go.
Right.
So wherever they got the bag, I'm going. Shit
Alright, so
going like this
I
or
wanna
whatever, I
rewind
don't
back.
give a fuck. I gotta get there.
Rewinding back to all this stuff that's been going on. When you say he pissed somebody off, can you confirm that there are people in this world that can manufacture just the worst shit happening to you and it be out of your hands? I mean, like, someone would be able to create these stories, or, you know what I mean, that cause the media to pick them up, push them, and kind of like destroy your image and just keep you spiraling down because they got
you
the
gotta
power
answer
to do it.
that. My thing is, if you're asking me, all right. It's something you was talking about earlier, right? And I was gonna tell you, and then I said, Fat Joe knows everything. Okay, everything. So, you know, I could be in a party in Dubai and a guy comes in my ear and says, yo, I killed Tupac. I don't want to know that.
Right.
I don't know you. I don't want to know you. For some reason, I go to Lebanon. When I get there, there's some dudes waiting for me. The brothers are waiting. I'm going to do a show. Who? The Taliban. They got the rockets. They want to shoot it with you, brother. They've been waiting for you. There's nowhere. Italian, Muslim, Black,
Right.
Jew. There's not a story that someone hasn't come up and told me they did it.
Right.
If you're asking me if there's an Illuminati, I've never met him. Illuminati? I've never met a nigga who said, I met Russian oligarchs that own every piece of steel in Russia. And when I asked them how you got it, they said, we took the shit. Anything you ever thought of, I've come across.
Right.
Of any, the guy who put out the videotape of R. Kelly came to me first and said, we putting this out tomorrow. I know you cool with him. We putting this tape out. I've never met Illuminati. Never met Illuminati. If that's the question, no.
All right. Are there people out there?
There's
who
people
have
power
that type
enough to do anything,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
And that thing we was talking about earlier that I think we gave too much time to with the FBA, I think somebody's behind them. I think there's white people behind them to get the division of Latinos and Blacks.
Mm.
That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? So I think like it's powerful forces behind everything. But if you talking about Illuminati, I ain't meet them niggas yet. And I met the Taliban. I met everybody you could think of.
Right.
The craziest shit. You be like, please. I go to fucking Brazil. I go to do a show in the favela. They be like, we're waiting on such and such. Who is he? The guy who just killed 68 cops last weekend. You know, wild shit you ever see in your life. I don't know why.
Right.
They come up to me every time like, could you sign my gold Desert Eagle? Yo, here you go.
Right.
Nah, dude.
Right. Nah.
That's
Real
right.
shit.
I performed
Yeah.
at Italian parties where every man had gas tanks. Like it was like in Boca Raton, lean back. And shit straight out of a mafia. Yo, niggas got the Boca Raton, lean back. Like I did it all. Like, I know everybody. I've never met those guys.
Mm.
I've never met them.
Crazy.
And that's the craziest shit because I would meet them. That's the problem.
They would have came up to you like, that Joe, it's time.
No, or what bothers me is, y'all want you to know. Like, no, I don't want to know. I don't care. Please leave me alone.
Right.
No, tell you something about. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
And so they say I talk a lot. They say I got stories to shit in here.
But you know what it is?
Crazy.
People
You get that one?
Yeah.
People know that you're a great
bro.
storyteller.
Nah. They don't want
Nah.
me to tell this story.
They don't want, but they want you to have a great story. It's like, I got one from you. I was watching you. I saw one. So now
I
let
gotta
me give
give
you
No, I
one.
believe that.
Right.
Because I'm like, I believe that. I remember one time I'm sitting there, I can't say his name, but one of our guys, biggest in the world, and we at a party, and he just starts talking. Like he's like, yo, man, you know, seen the movie such and such? Yeah, you know, I'm the guy who gave the birds for the. I'm like, nigga, we got bow ties on in here. We drinking champagne.
Right.
Fucking,
Right.
is that Mary J? Is that, like, what are we doing
Right,
here? Like,
right.
bro, don't tell me your shit.
Right.
I do not want to know this
No,
shit.
no,
People feel like they owe you, Joe.
No, bro.
I don't even know what it is. I think he's saying, yo, you tell such good stories.
Right,
I got a good one too.
Right.
That's what he's saying.
Right.
And they
And
want
I'm
to share with you.
Nigga, I'm so confused.
Right.
I'm like, yo, you know, I've been running from this shit. Like, I personally don't remember nothing.
Right.
I don't remember nothing.
But you
We
know
get
what?
around the OGs and they start talking. I'll be like, what? Yo, crack, you was crazy. Remember the time with the red coat? No.
I don't remember nothing.
Yo, crack this and no. Really? Are you serious? I told a story the other day. No, I'm not even gonna tell that story.
I did hear a story that you told the other day. 10 years old.
Facts.
There's a woman in your hallway, and there was a guy fresh out of prison.
Well, I heard,
Pervert.
not pervert. He was gonna rape her.
Yeah.
Well, fresh out of prison.
Sicko.
Like, if you from the fucking hood, you know when they came home today.
Right.
I was telling Pistol that last night. That face.
Right. And you saved this woman at 10 years old
10.
with a machete.
Fat, chubby nigga.
By chopping
Machete.
his.
I chopped him 2 times. One on this side, one on this side. He was sleeveless.
So why?
I'm so happy that I've had that courage to give it to that nigga.
Right.
But she was Jehovah's Witness.
Right.
And her telling her family she almost got raped would be more trouble than anything. Because they had her with the skirts down the ear. She literally was the nicest person in my project. Shout out to Cheryl from SUWV. She was the second nicest girl from my project. But this was Jehovah's Witness. She was like, Joey, don't tell nobody, please. So I never told nobody. I was gonna put it in my book. Shaheem rewrote the story.
Shout out to Shaheem.
I ain't speak to her. I never seen her in like 30, 40 years. I was like, yo, what if this girl reads this and this shit is crazy, right? So we took it off. Since my brother's funeral, you know, we old school. My mom's goes and puts the poster in the project. Funeral for Money Man Angel in the project. They all come. I'm sitting there and she walks in and walks in front of the casket because everybody's telling stories. She's like, Miss Ruby, you don't understand. I had to come no matter what I heard about Angel. Yo, this, that, he was this and that. And you, Miss Ruby, Joey saved my life. He was like 10 years old. They were gonna rape me in front of the whole fucking funeral. I can't make this shit up. Am I lying, Rich? She told the story. Now, I tell some stories so much that I think is cap. Yo, machete! Tell them niggas, like, yo, just giving it up. 10 years old.
Tell them about the machete.
Listen, the story of my life is really called courage.
Courage.
It's the story of my life. Every time they tested me, they tried to back me down, I stepped up. And so I got another story. We was talking last night, and I said, there was a dude, he was a fucking killer and a kingpin, right? You think I can say his name? You think he's still alive? He gotta be dead by now, right? Because we would have knew, right? So it's a nigga from Southern Boulevard called Monkey Face Carlos. He actually was handsome, right? But they call him Monkey Face Carlos, right? And he was fucking with a girl in my building, right? So I get into the drug game. Listen, guys, I had not one muscle. I was a fat, just young nigga that wanted money.
Joe, you're not gonna tell us.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm telling you.
You're not gonna tell us why they call him Monkey Face Carlos.
He was handsome. I don't know why they called him Monkey
Just Monkey
Face
Face
Carlos.
Carlos. Wow.
It's a they all know now. Like, this going crazy on YouTube. Any old school gangster who watches YouTube, because I told you a real name, right? So I'm in the drug game. So he says, yo, I heard, you sling. I said, yeah. He was like, yo, give me a pack. I see how I move around my way. So I give him $1,000 pack. I'm 14, right? I'm beeping him. He never calls me back. He comes like a week later. And I'm like, yo, Carlos, what's up, man? Yo, this, that. I was like, yo. He was like, yo, what's up, Joe? I was like, yo, what's up with the money? I've been calling you. He was like, oh, you dead on that shit.
Wow.
This nigga was an official tissue legend. Right now, people gonna swear I'm capping from the Bronx, right?
Right.
I'm 14. He said, "You dead on that, nigga. What you thought you was getting your money? Fuck out of here." He starts walking. I'm only 14. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, he's getting smaller as he's walking. In my head, I'm like, oh, you pussy, nigga. Like, in my head, I'm like, oh, you pussy.
Right.
You letting this nigga do this to you? Way pussy.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna let him do that, this, and that? He gets all the way to the corner. I'm like, yo, Carlos. He turned around. What, nigga? I said, hold up 1 second. Ran over there. I beat the brakes off that nigga. Broke his arm. You know what I'm saying? As a baby, a kid. You know what I'm saying? We beat up a nigga one time. You want the biggest cap story? We beat a nigga one time. Yo! No, I swear to God, this one is too unbelievable.
Right.
This one's, we're 10 years old. Okay? We're babies. 10, 9, 8, kids. Babies. My man's mom's had a black eye. A nigga hit her, gave her a black eye. And it's like, yo, what happened? No, this, that. So she was dealing with some guy. This nigga was a grown man. When I say a grown man, so he got punched in the face, domestic violence, whatever. We was outside. One of my mans, Gizmo, rest in peace, had a plastic yellow gun. Yellow, not black. Plastic water gun, shit you get for the 10 cents.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yo, nigga. Nigga was like, yo! We beat the brakes off this nigga. Grown-ass man beat him to kebab. We beat the boom. Nigga was like, boom. Little niggas was boom. Niggas was like, boom. And boom. Everywhere he turned, we beat the shit out this nigga with a yellow plastic. The shit you go in the supermarket and buy bubble gum, shit it's smaller than that little container. He's like, yo, freeze. I'm telling you now, freeze. Niggas beat the brakes off this nigga, man. I got so many stories, man. I don't tell them because, you know, it's cap. Everything cap, man.
Joe got the best cap story.
He got the story.
Want a cap story?
Wow. I'm telling you the truth. We did wild shit. We came up in a wild time. That's the whole point. It was a real wild time. You was either predator, you was prey, and you had to show up. If not, you know how many dudes. Let me tell you something, and I hate to tell you guys this. It's so many dudes that's really cowards when it comes to this physical or this violence thing. I've seen them fold all the time. And, you go to jail. I've seen grown men smack a nigga's cheek off and he just walk away like, oh, my bag. I don't know how to do that. You got to kill me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So most of these niggas is like that. You know what I'm saying? And so when I tell these stories of bravery and they just don't understand it. Plus at different times. Like I'd be underneath the jails that they had these cameras. You know Jussie Smollett yet?
Yeah.
Jussie Smollett yet? They followed the cameras back.
That
they
is
seen them rehearsing with
the
yo, he's done.
Yo, ain't no
No, it's a fact.
Ain't no way.
Jussie
Smollett.
They followed
Smollett.
I'm like, yo, who?
I was about to say that was the most unique way I ever heard his name said. But it's Jussie Smollett.
Jussie Smollett.
Okay.
For the what you call that shit? For the life of me.
Yeah.
I don't understand why this nigga did this. He's the biggest star in the world. He said he got beat up. He this.
He had a diabolical plan.
But who thinks why? What? All right, you tell me why Jussie Smollett did that.
To get the ratings up on Empire,
No,
possibly?
that's the biggest star in the world.
No. It's not just
Why
that.
did he do it?
Because attention is the new currency. It comes
Because
in all forms.
there's
And
no
that-
bigger stage. There's no bigger
Attention-
acting stage than the
You're
world.
making it sound like there's a cap on attention. Attention is the new currency. You take all you can get.
Power was killing them at the time.
Can you get mad at an
That's
actor
what-
for overdoing it with acting?
What?
Can you get mad at an actor for overdoing it with acting?
Nah, not
Nah,
that.
he fucked this whole
That's
shit.
like
he wrote the illest script he could think
did.
of, and he tried to
I'm
play it out.
saying, it was
But-
the biggest stage.
My thing is, they're gonna follow the camera.
Right.
Okay, so if they wanted enough. Man, if Hoffa, I heard he was shooting it by the deli in Harlem by 2nd Avenue.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, they following them cameras from you leaving your house. Say you went in the train, they get the camera in the train. When you came out, when they come up, when they this, when they that, when they this.
Yeah.
And let me tell you the biggest way to catch a nigga. Your phone.
Yep.
You're in the area. You're in the tower.
You're pinging off the
You
tower.
cannot say, yo, they killed the lady at 2:30. Where were you at? Oh, I was in Mississippi. No,
No,
your phone
your
says
phone was
Queens
over here.
Boulevard. You're done. You're
That's
here.
why they took the phone booths out the hood. Niggas used to kill niggas off the phone booths back in the day. That's a fact.
Look, I believe, I learned hip hop off the phone booth. Like the guys in front of my building used to plug in the boom box in the middle of the night, and I would listen to Teddy Ted and Awesome too. And then you get to hear, we don't want to be left behind. All we want to do is just blow your mind. Just one That was like underground. Like, that's where you get to hear that shit. I'm the Godfather. Like, Mr. Magic and Red, they wasn't playing that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the phone book was special to me. Or when you in jail, we used to act like the phone booth was our phone. We didn't even have a phone in the house. Niggas call the phone, yo, they want Joey. Nigga come downstairs, get on the phone booth. The phone booth is legend. But yeah, right now they catch you on your phone. They
Phone.
track your phone, that's it. You done.
That's why I
Crispy.
said that you can't
Fried.
take the batteries out the phone no more either. So they never off.
Oh no,
You
they
just
got
don't
on-
have the phone. We're not telling people how to get away with crime. We're just saying that you can't get away with crime.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is the world changed on me.
Oh, wow. That's an ungentrified world changing. You can't do it no more. So when you're saying all these stories and this and that, you're like, yo, you crazy, man. This, that.
It's time to come up with something new. It's time to do something new. You do
Don't tell
something-
no more stories?
No, I think you, of all people, should always tell your stories. I think you should tell all the stories you have. I think you should die on E with nothing left to tell anybody. I think you should continue to create more stories of somebody over 40 who gets a #1, somebody over 50 who gets a #1. I think you should continue to blaze a trail and beat that path down and make more shit happen and add to the story.
I agree. Right. I want to get your opinion. Is this like the year of just scaring people straight?
Said sensitive thugs, you all need slugs. I wouldn't dap a nigga with a sanitized glove. I see you, love, and I wish you all the luck. I'm lawyered up, but still scared to give a bitch a hug. It's crazy out here. I don't know if this is a scared straight program. I'm paying attention, and I'm scared. It's like, yo, this shit is crazy out here. So all I could do is just make my circle smaller, stick around family and people I know I really know, and I really know I could trust, and just, I don't know. That's all I could do is just normalize, just go, talk to people that's normal. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to be out the box, you shouldn't be meeting new people. You shouldn't be talking about shit to people that you don't know and all that shit. And it just keep your circle small and normal. Otherwise, you're leaving yourself exposed to crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And so if you see the world's changing and you see shit is weird out here, don't be going out there acting like it's the same old, like it's normal. It ain't normal. No, I was gonna tell you something off the record, right? But I'll tell you on the record. There's very few people like Fat Joe, meaning that really love their community. And I try to tell y'all yesterday, right? All of us, whether we see eye to eye, we don't, or whatever. if you're in this, if you're really in the industry, that can open another Pandora's box, right? Because every time you see a guy get killed, they say it's rapper. We never heard of this guy, right? Or people really think they're in the industry. I don't know what part of the industry. Like everybody's in the industry somehow. They be like, yo, the industry, this, like, who are you? Because if we don't know you, you're not in the industry. I know the security. I know the little guy that opens the door. I know the this. I know the that. I know the industry. Right? So if you're really in the industry and you make contributions, we really are a big family. And so the way this competition and all that puts us against each other, but we feel bad when we hear Keyz died. We feel bad when I see you say Sophia. You know, I came up with the hieroglyphics and all of them. So we feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So in this industry, we're a huge family. And if you think about it, I'll tell you all these gangster stories. That's only till I got to 1920. After that, I'm in the industry. You understand? So that's all I know. So if Clark Kent dies, I'm hurt. If Mr. C dies, I'm hurt. If Fat Man Scoop was one of the most beautiful people on the planet Earth. I'm hurt. With all that being said, Fat Joe constantly gives back to the community. Constantly. Like dizzy. Somebody's house burned down, I pay. Somebody, the funeral, I pay. Somebody get locked up, I pay the lawyer. Somebody is getting thrown out their home, 3 months security rent, here you go. If you did that, this shit is a non-stopper, right? And so when I see, I'm just gonna loop back to something I was gonna do. So when I see somebody like Lord Jamal talking crazy, I'm not just telling you what I'm telling you. I talked about him like that after too much abuse. I stepped to him when he was talking crazy and said, yo, by the way, if you pass away, I'm the guy that'll pay for your funeral. We're from the same era. You're a legend. We this, that. You talking crazy, bro. He said, you right, Joe. He kept on with the shit.
That was tough.
It's real.
That's tough.
I tell him in his face, yo, I don't know what your financial is, but I know if they gave me a call, said Lord Jamal passed away, Fat Joe gonna throw up the bag. But and he told me, yo, Joe, I'm chilling, and came back with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's after just doing a little bit too much, that's my response to him. But you know, I try to keep it hip hop.
Right.
Peace and all that. You know, and it's sad that certain people take it different ways, but the world changed.
Well, how would you like people to respond? Because we look at things like
respond to what?
Just all right, from our perspective, these are people that we looked up to. The Diddy's, the Jay-Z's, everybody that we see this in these headlines. But on another note, these are like people that you regarded as friends, people that you have a bond with. Jay-Z, you didn't want Drake to get on the record because that was a special thing for y'all, or All the Way Up record. When you see stuff like this happen, how would you, like, in your mind, what is your wish that, I wish people would see it like this?
I think we answered that earlier. And, you know, that's what I said. I judge you by your track record, right? And so, you got Pistol Pete with me. He's been with me 20-something years. You got Rich Player, 20-something years. You got Rem. You got Khaled. From what you see, we all tight, right?
Right.
All of them. And then when you see somebody who ain't tight with us, that makes the wildest accusations to get the attention and this and that, bro, just judge the track record. It's right in front of you. The blueprint is there. Yo, Joe Craig looks out for people, does hip hop, loves his family, his crew is eating, everybody look like they ain't hurting, everybody's as much as we can. Judge me by the track record, you know, and so that's how I judge everybody, by your track record, by your history. Now, the first time, Lord Jamal sounded Looney Tunes to me, I pulled him to the side like a brother. I know this guy from Grand Poobah damn near put me on. You know what I'm saying? He stamped me He was in my first video. He was on my first album. Like, are you kidding me? He still calls me and comes to my store and all that. So I pull him aside. Yo, bro, keep going. Now you stay there. You know what I'm saying? So what can we do? We can't change nothing. That's why I'm trying to tell you that all you can do is just keep your family close, stay out the way. And it's crazy because at this challenging time that I'm telling you is the hardest time to be a celebrity, this is the time we out. We really on TV shows, we really on this, we talking shit, new albums. This like, yo, this is the time. There's some guys real low right now. There's some guys in Saudi Arabia and shit like that. This guy's out, nigga, like, out of sight. This is the one time to be out of sight, out of mind. And look at me, I'm talking shit everywhere. This is not recommended in the manual.
Right.
This ain't recommended.
So why do it?
Do what?
Why come back outside at the worst time to be a celebrity?
Well, me.
He always been outside.
Yeah.
Kim, let him answer the
Yeah.
question, please.
Outside.
But my thing is, look, my life, I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel. I provide a service. See, if you don't like me, then I'm no good no more. You gotta like me. I'm providing a service. And the way I was taught from the pioneers of hip hop, see, I'm from the pioneers of hip hop. That's the craziest shit, man. I'm telling you the truth. I'm from the real ones, right? They taught me was you gotta speak your truth. You know what? You gotta stick on the side of the people that, you know, you always gotta be on the right side of history, right? And so I said it last time, I don't want to say it again, but I'm doing pretty good financially, right? Most of my friends that are doing good financially, they with the Trump, whether they say it or no. They like, yo, we saving tax. We don't care. We don't give a fuck what's going on. We saving our money. You know what I'm saying? I feel like historically I'm on the right side of history when I stood with Kamala, you know? And so I try to be on the right side of history at all time. And I'm also so hip hop that I had to graffiti, breakdance. I was a whack DJ, but I was an MC. If there was a versus, I had to do it because it was the hardest shit in hip hop. If there's street basketball, I gotta be a winning. I gotta be involved. Oh, podcast the shit, let's go. And let's see who could really talk this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So anything that come up, I'm in till I'm out of here. And so I gotta show I can't back down now. You know, I told one of my friends that this is crazy because it sounds like I'm throwing them under the bus, but I told one of my friends told me, he said, yo, man, I'm falling back off, you know, social media and showing wealth and this and that. And I was like, we're too late now, nigga. We've been having the green furs on with the roof over. Kidding me? We done fucking slap 5 on G6s from one G6 to roll a window down. Fuck plastic cracker for a splash off a mountain. But nigga, we've been stunting. That you can't retract the stunt.
Right.
You can't retract the stunt. It is what it is out there, nigga. It's, you know, we've been doing too much. We might as well just do it all the way. It remind me of Frank and them niggas. When they had the feds, my mans, they kingpin, they've been in jail forever. They had the niggas outside we used to eat restaurant and be like, look at them. Yo, go to the club, pop bottles. Yo, what's up? They knew they was going down. They was like, fuck that. This BMF to the wheels fell. You think they didn't know they was hot?
Oh, yeah.
You think they didn't know somebody was going to knock on that door at 6 in the morning one day, this and that? Nigga was like, fuck that. We out here.
We doing Smack DVD.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And so, you know, that's what it is. And for me, being that I'm not doing nothing illegal, being that I'm just pushing the culture forward, positive vibes at all times. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you know, I gotta represent the culture. Well, it's a lot of people out there on silent. Think about it. It's a lot of people out the way. I'm not saying they're guilty. They just don't. This is whack.
It's scary.
Too scary. But if anything, if you step on shit, you did it. It's the craziest shit. You don't have to win. You don't have to go through the process. You done.
Court of public opinion.
Man, it's crazy. And let's move off that subject already.
Yeah,
that's
let's
too much.
get off that.
We doing that shit.
We gotta let
What's
him
new
go.
for
Doghouse.
Fat Joe?
We gotta let him go.
I want to talk about Doghouse, man. Can
Yeah,
we
that's
talk about
that's my
Doghouse?
shit.
We got to put them in the doghouse.
Put them in the Doghouse. What is
See, niggas scared to make music like that.
Right.
That's the whole fucking point.
That shit fire.
What happened when niggas was like, talking some shit?
Right.
Like right now, you feel like, wow, somebody made a song like that, 2024, Doghouse. Like, remember all the shit we used to say and do? Like, oh,
Right.
wow, true courage, Joe. The Doghouse. I mean, that's what the shit was saying to me. You got to
Right.
put them in the doghouse.
House.
Sometimes they do too much. So you got to put them in the doghouse. You got to be like, yo, chill. I don't know what the doghouse means, but you got to chill out. You're doing too much.
You gotta let him go.
Vice
Take
versa.
pictures.
So what's next for Joe?
God.
What's next for me is bring it back. Look, the only thing that I ain't got that I want is $1 billion. What do you want me to say? I'm just being honest with you. I want $1 billion.
I'm not laughing.
I want to be able to make sure that there's about 10 generations that got a painting of a fat guy on the wall. And, who's that? Well, that was Fat Joe Cartagena. That's your greater grandfather. He wouldn't have been in this house if it wasn't for Fat Joe Cartagena. It's like, it's like there will be blood. Niggas hit the floor for that oil. So that's the game I'm playing. The game I'm playing is to get the most financial freedom in the world, but at the same time, show people that you can have a heart, that you can be philanthropic, that you can look out for your community, that you can invest in your community. We got stores where single parent mothers are the fucking managers, bought their first property. That makes me feel good. When we feed families, 5,000 families, we don't just give a turkey. Like, what's the point of giving the turkey if they ain't got the mash, they ain't got the cranberry, they ain't got the mac and cheese? No, we give you groceries. 5,000 families go and they cook Thanksgiving. They be like, yo, thank the fat guy. He looked out. And that's the shit that make me happy. So, of course, I'm a capitalist. I want to make as much money as I possibly can. And at the same time, take care of my community. But for real, I told y'all yesterday, I got a TV show. It's Maverick Carter, LeBron James, Fat Joe, Black and Brown. These niggas talk that shit, but they ain't about that shit like that. The minute that they get in Hollywood, they switch up because they tell them, no, we can't do that. We got to bring Oral Redden Think. Niggas be like, oh, you won't have a show? No, okay, so Oral Redden Think is my new part. I'm doing a series based on my book. Kenya Barris, Yuli Terrell, Jesse Terrell, Black and Brown in Hollywood. I'm really about this shit in real time. And so a lot of you guys talk about, yo, if I could do it or I had it or I didn't. No, I'm doing it. Right. Like, I'm here doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Show successful, great. Not successful, what you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Black and brown people on mainstream TV that came from humble beginnings and nothing, and showing how they became successful. And even when they became successful, how people try to pull them down and they still survived. What does that do for a little black kid in Memphis or in St. Louis or in Chicago? You're looking at the shit. You're like, yo, this nigga Khaled came from nothing. They doing an interview in front of his airplane, G6500, black pilot. Some people don't even know there's black pilots.
That's crazy.
Right? But we do it and we show them like, yo, you can get this. You can get this. This is what you can get. If you really worked hard, if you was blessed enough, you get this.
Do you meet many believers?
What do you mean?
People who've seen you and said, Joe, I accomplished this because I saw you.
Just now, I did Good Morning America. Some Spanish cat came up to me. Yo, album on Friday. Yo, B, you inspired me so much. They do that all day. I'm like almost numb to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we do it, but we got to push it further. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want a state-of-the-art school in the Bronx, South Bronx, made of glass and shit. And you see when they go to the election on CNN and all that, niggas be moving the screens. I want them to have shit like that. And indoor pools and shit. And diabetes 101 so they don't catch it. Or drug addiction 101. Talk about shit that's relevant. You know, schools got to teach. We don't want to know about Paul Revere. We don't want to know about Thomas Jefferson and niggas like that. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Right.
That doesn't affect us today. You know, we want to know about how can we adapt to what's being thrown at us and how we can learn enough to create a career, create a life. Not reading all that bullshit they giving us, the shit that it's not really relevant. You know what I'm saying? I want to open the school one day where I could teach kids exactly what they're going to go through. Drug addiction, drug illness 101. What does that mean? Oh, well, you might get high one time and it's over for you. That's it. It's only take one time. Scott Storch, he'll tell you that story. I noticed, I seen the Scott Storch interview. He's kind of boring. If he really told the truth, that nigga be the illest nigga in the world. If he was Fat Joe, he'd be out of his world. But he tried it one time. The point is he's with one girl. She's probably the most famous chick you ever seen in your life in America. And she brings another girl. She says, yo, you want a menage? He says, yes. And she puts the coke on the girl's pussy. He's like, yo, I never did that. But yeah, he said he touched it one time. It was over. 80 million down the drain.
I mean, it's a lot. The moment that he touched it, you know, you associate that with that forever. That sounded crazy.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
No,
it's
completely not worth it. That's scarier than that, and that's always been around. That ain't never changed in the world.
Right.
Unfortunately, you know, you could touch that shit, and that shit you was just telling me about a brother that we respected that we know you said he fucked up out there.
Yeah.
I don't want to say his name around there. Go smoking crack right now. Nah, we ain't doing that, but you could just touch it. This is stand-up guys. I've seen the best of them. The best of them do it and fuck everything up. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, be very careful, man. Don't get high on your own surprise. Biggie said it. You know what I'm saying?
Biggie said a lot of things. Fat Joe says a lot of things, but please keep telling these stories. Keep
I like
showing
what you
people
said.
better than you can tell them.
Yeah, I like what you said because, you know, sometimes nowadays, you know, they got me like, you know, damn, man, I can't even tell these niggas these stories. You know what I'm saying?
Well, come here. You can tell them.
No, I'm just saying. They be like, you know, they don't understand.
Yeah, it's a different time.
It's a different time. And then when you tell it good enough, they think you lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is. But we blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? Math, alpha. You know,
I want to thank you, man.
We did part two. I hope it's as good as one. Because I feel like part one is my greatest interview ever. Like we touched some shit. It was just, and I just feel like it's a blueprint to hip hop. If you're a young dude, you know how many young rappers call me after that shit? Came up in the seat, the young 21 Savages and all them niggas. I tell you it's gonna be big.
Yes, you did.
I give you this right. Fat Joe is the stimulus package.
Philly, BEATZ.
I mean, y'all hearing what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Take a lot for a nigga to get inspired, man. So much bullshit out the day, man. So much bubble gum. You know what I'm saying? I be having to get the urge to get in this bitch, man. You know
Sometimes you gotta let that thing ride, man. You know what I mean? Rushing this shit.
like waking up sluggish from a long night after they go to the gym. And I still get in there and get the reps.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
naked to keep it eckler. And my ethic is catch a movie, kill the editor, bully the bullies, prey on the predator, smoke that premium. Niggas ain't regular, get it and whipping it, flip it, accelerate. Lecture sliding through in the Tesla, handle the rock like the professor. Felt the pressure for the lesser, everything coming together. So relentless, more endeavors, hustling more than ever. Better get yours together, fucking them whores together. Catching you and your boys together. Good connection with God, put you and the Lord together. Heaven gates, nigga.